Capri Global, the management joins us now, and there is, kya baat hai? You know, I am looking at the numbers and gold, ये तो सोने की वर्षा हो रही है जी. Your gold loan portfolio is up 130%. Gold AUM is 35%, which is driving your AUM. So, happy news all around, Rajesh ji.
Thank you. I think our early investment in the branch expansion, which did close to 800 crore gold loan, and backed by technology and analytical tool is paying off. And of course, gold loan prices have been on rise, and all along the Indian economy is doing well.
At a rate which is much higher than the industry average, AUM growth of 46%, and the base has become decently large now, 22,000 crore. That's a decent number. Can you maintain this kind of a growth rate of 40% plus on a base of 22,000 for next 2-3 years?
So if you look at overall opportunity size, still all these segments we operate in, be it MSME, affordable housing, gold loan, and micro lab, all are secured collateral by either property or gold. There's a huge gap exists. So we intend to add another 600 to 700 branches in next 3 years. And back of that, our aim is to reach 50,000 crore of AUM by FY28 plus minus 6 months. And with that, I think 30% growth is what we are trying to achieve for next 3 years.
Okay. Can you grow at this rate with your existing capital, or you will have to dip into equity market to tap into capital for growth?
Two tools. One is a very co-lending, very effective tool to conserve the capital. We already have 18% of the book on the co-lending with our banking partners. But yes, if you have to grow to balance sheet size to 50,000 crores, some point of time, we will raise the capital. We already have enabling resolutions, and some point of time, the first half, we intend to do that. We will seek all the necessary approval and everything which is needed.
NBFCs are going through a tough spot because of liquidity. What we are talking to you are Q4 numbers when liquidity was tight. Banks are reluctant in lending to NBFCs. So for you to grow, you need capital which is coming from banks. How will you ensure that that pipe does not get cut?
So I think as far as overall liquidity is concerned, last two months, the RBI have reached a lot of liquidity. So there's liquidity that way overall have been eased out. As far as you talk about lending by the bank to the NBFC as a sector, and we in particular getting lines. Number one, that we are all doing secure collateralized lending. So banks are much more comfortable. And our asset quality throughout all the risk cycles have been very stable. So keeping these two things in mind, we are getting our credit line from the banking system. We are dealing with almost 22 plus banks, and this year we are going to access the bond market through capital market and raise some NCDs, bond issuance, and commercial papers, because our gold loan portfolio is about 4 months maturity, so it suits well. So overall, I think we are diversified our liabilities side, our resources side, and we don't see any problem in reaching to 50,000 crore book with the combination of getting bank lines.
Just to wrap it up with one final question. Most of the microfinance companies are going through stress. You are also in some categories where your ticket size is low. It is construction finance, gold loan, MSME. But there's also other categories which are in stress. How come you're not feeling the heat what others are feeling in the MFI space?
So, we are not doing anything unsecured lending. While MFI space, some of the customer do overlap in our gold loan segment. But since we have a gold as a pledge, where it is most liquid security, and even the borrower is very conscious about that, they borrow for short term. So far, we are able to maintain that, and we are using a lot of data science tools when we onboard the customer based on the various data point, past experience, the credit bureau detail, where few cases we reject in advance. You look at our login to sanction ratio in MSME home loan micro LAP is 30%. So thereby 70% cases get rejected even today. So following that approach and doing secured lending, we are quite confident that last 5 years our asset quality have been remain very stable, and not that we have given any surprise of major write-off to the market or our stakeholders. So we are quite confident to continue to do that.
What is the guidance for next 3 years? 20,000 crore AUM. Will you cross 50 before FY27 ends? 2 years?
Now, I think we will take to cross 50,000 crore, we'll take 3 years from now. So I can say that FY 28 March, our internal plans are to achieve the book size of 50,000 crore, and we are already built the capability. Now we have to build the branch capacities to cater to that, and that opportunity lies in the market. So we are quite sure about it that we should be there by FY 28.
I'll just look at the chart of Capri Global, like a 5-year chart. I mean, 5 years COVID, so you can look at the chart differently. But the fact that this business has come back, or business is growing when others are not growing at this kind of rate, it's quite admirable. Let's look at the chart of Capri Global. 2024, no, 5 years. We are looking at last 1 year. Last 1 year, it's been tough for NBFCs. 5 year, I think the chart would look very, very different, but it will just pop up on your screen. But Rajesh Sharma, appreciate your time. Thank you so very much for
Thank you so
supporting
much.
ET Now, and thank you very much for always joining us.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.